The Papi of Speedstorm. Yo is here with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about the San Fransokyo Variation 3 Alley Dash. This is I want to say really a smaller map, but it's definitely smaller than what the first two variations were. I'll say a lot of these maps are good hybrid maps, guys. So I don't know, Big Hero 6, Portal, like those newer maps, they have been doing really good at being good hybrid maps. So, you know, no matter if you're lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, like a lot of these maps, the newer maps are good for all classes, which is actually I like that because it's actually pretty balanced per se. So who do we run? Who do we run, chat? Who do we run? I'm running out of characters, you know, run for you guys, low key. You know what I'm saying? You know, have you done Froze? I don't think we've done Frozone. Let's go ahead and cause mayhem with some Frozone, guys.
Ready or not, here I come. Hope you're all buckled up. Everybody, chill. I got this.
All right, so this one, let's see which one is this one. Okay, it's this one. Got you. All right, so I go usually here, take that speed pad. Ooh, I don't know why he's bouncing up like that, chat. I don't know. Almost got rocketed by the AI. Oh, AI just got bummed. There's this one. This one, I like to go up here, especially if you got manual boost and kind of like, you know, try to jump that rail if you could. Oh. Get out of my face. Why are these AIs acting like they're doing something right now? Why are these AIs acting like they're doing something? I usually jump right here and you kind of turn and then jump right there. That's the best way to do that. So, you know, you try to like drift, turn, jump, turn on that, because that's the best way, in my opinion, to go about that. And then, you know, obviously, I don't think I've ever used this man's charge ability. I've always used the uncharged for Frozone. Because Frozone is just one of those guys that it's just good. And this is the perfect time where I can just do this. Boom. But for some reason, the other trails did not attach to me for some reason. I don't know. I should have got the other one and it didn't do that for some reason. I don't know. See, drift and then jump, you know what I'm saying? Like that right there. But you don't have to take it wide, you do that. And then you just pretty much just, you know, race, you know. I like to like hug so where it's not like I'm not too floating in the air too much. I'm gonna save my boost here so I can show you guys, you know, the my route here. You can slingshot these rails, but I kind of just go like this and then go into that section like that. I showed you kind of like the slingshots in the first video, but like you usually take that speed pad, then I jump the second this one, and then I jump that one. Boom, you see that? Perfect. And then, you know, let the ice, you know, guide me there. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see how I didn't get flown in the air right there, guys? That's what I mean right there by that. And truthfully, the slingshot that I do, jump, boom. You, like if you can time that right, you can kind of like slingshot and then go into, you know, the section that I like, you know, type deal. That one is a little bit of a challenge though, to do all that, to time that slingshot the right way. But I know Big Hero 6 map gets a lot of people. Yeah, it gets me too sometimes, not gonna lie. I like to take the corners as sharp as I can. Like as sharp as I can. You see what I mean? And you take those corners, and if you can drift right on the corners, you can definitely shave time off, more importantly. But also, you know, you can like slingshot like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like with the, imagine that with the manual boost though. and you can kind of, you know, slingshot and then, you know, go to the shorter route, and you don't have to worry about bumping into walls. Jump there, drift turn, boom, into a victory. And then that's how we do it, chat.
Be mad at me because I make this look easy.
That is how we do it. And that's pretty much it for Frozone tag, as well as you know, the tag of this variation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, hit that bell to get notified whenever we go live, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Crash Out podcast is going to be happening tonight, so if you guys you know, want to watch the Crash Out podcast where we talk about all things gaming, Speedstorm, divisions, the latest gaming news, as well as we're doing the music tournament that we might finish tonight. So, you know, come through, vibe out with the podcast. You know, it's me, Nano, Caleb, and Sammy Namikaze. You know, we got a podcast, and we already almost on episode 40, guys. So, you know, we've been doing our thing on the podcast. So if you guys enjoy like a podcast type of thing, and you want to, like, you know, see Papi of Speedstorm on a podcast environment where, you know, we talking more things than just Speedstorm, you know, the Crash Out podcast will be, you know, tonight on the actual Crash Out podcast channel. I have it linked in my YouTube profile, but if you guys need it, just let me know, tell me in the comments, and I'll, you know, forward you the link. I also do the VODs on my channel as well, just in case you guys don't get to catch the Crash Out podcast or don't know where the podcast is at. You know, my VODs are usually up by next day. So y'all have a great rest of your day. You know, thank you all for the support. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified whenever we go live. And I'll see you guys in the next video. The Papi of Speedstorm is out, baby.